Now let's talk about some form validation. Again, this is very basic form validation, but what we want to do is we want to have it if someone has not filled out their email and hit send, that does not go, okay? Now we could go through our HTML and we could put in something along the lines of a required, and that's fine, right? However, the problem with required is it's really easy to go in there, do an inspect, and then just take that required right back out and delete it, and then I can get through. And so this isn't really that secure. And one other level we can do of validation is by using some JavaScript to do that. And so what we want to do here is we want to first create some JavaScript that will be called when we submit our form. Now, we could take all these actions and we could put these kind of on the same line if we want to here. Again, it ignores white space, so that doesn't really matter what we're doing here. And we could say something like an on, just an on submit, right here. And we can see that equals something, all right? And we want to call a function of sorts, so we're going to do a return, return, and then a function name, and maybe we could just call this one like validate form or something like that, and we'll put some JavaScript in there. And so what that's going to do is it's going to run the function validate form every time I hit it. Now I did move my script down to the bottom, so it would load the form and then add my JavaScript in here after. Okay, and I'm going to put in here my function validate form, and we'll put in some code here. So let's just do a simple alert, and I'm just going to write test right there. Okay, so we'll refresh that, and I'm going to hit send, and I got to get that required out of there now. It's right here. Okay, and hit send, and you can see that test comes up before it tries to submit. Okay, so we know that it is running, there we are right here, it is running that validate form before it sends it off. So we're going to scoot that to the side and let's focus on this now. What we want is to have a user type in something or not type in something and have some kind of validation return to say there was a problem with your browser or with your what you're viewing. So what we're going to do is use an if statement, and we're going to say if, and let's put in here a, if it's not filled out, we're going to do a document write and say, please fill out your email. Okay, and we want to do a return false from this function. Okay, and the condition will be if a form field is blank. Okay, and so we're going to go out and we're going to look specifically on our document and we're going to look at all the forms. Okay, now we only have one form, so we're going to specify the first one. Okay, and when we count, we start counting at 0 and go up. So 0 really is the first form or number 1, but we're going to do that. And then we're going to look specifically at the email. So we're going to go down here and look for the ID email. Okay, and then we're going to look at its value right here, and we're going to say if its value is equal to nothing, meaning there's nothing in there, then we're going to write out fill out your email address and then return false. So let's give that a try and see if that worked there. I'll hit send, and there's a thing that says please fill out your email. So I probably shouldn't actually do a document write. What I should be doing here is an alert, so it's on the same page. So let's refresh that, go down the bottom again, hit send, and please fill out your email. We could do an else. Okay, so we can say if the user types in anything else, then we can come back and say something like alert, thank you. Something simple like that. Okay. So refresh it, and if I fill out some garbage and hit send, there it says thank you, and then goes off and tries to submit it.